Okay, I got a question asked about weasel versus marten trapping. So this is my weasel box, and just a little piece of leather there, and it's a box, just a wire to hold it closed. Okay, and that's it. Just this little hole, inch and a quarter or so, roughly. And you see, there's no other entrances in or out. Okay, so inside of that, you put a rat trap. Not the mouse trap, but a rat trap. Okay, set the rat trap right in there. So the weasel jumps in the hole, snap. Make sure that the box is big enough that the bar, I guess it's called, can snap without it getting caught inside the box. That's pretty much it. Some people will leave this back side open with some mesh or something in there, put a little bit of meat back here. That works too, you can do that. But that's basically it for weasels. Okay. Now this is for marten, and this one I just quickly built just to catch a fox squirrel that was in my yard. But basically, you take a 120, and if you're going after marten, it has to be a certain type of 120. You can't just use your regular run-of-the-mill 120s anymore. You actually have to go through the list of the different 120 traps. You have to go with the magnum size for marten. But basically, it's just a box. Trap sits, spring in there, and the spring in there. And in the bottom you put some meat, and then you can see there's a little hole drilled. And this is just in my yard here. And you just basically put a tree, up against a tree, and that's it. And the marten climb in. You can set these on the ground. You'll catch marten like that too. But the problem is marten will get chewed on by the mice. If you're checking every day, you might have a chance. But it's best to put them up in a tree. This way when they get caught, the trap falls out and the marten hangs, kind of thing. You can put them on a tree that way. One tree leaning against another, or tie one up horizontal like you would for squirrels. Whatever the case, there's not really any right or wrong way, as long as the animal gets caught properly in the proper 120 and it doesn't get picked at by the birds or the mice. Then you're laughing. You don't want to wreck a $100 pelt because of mice. A couple little mouse chews on it, take a $100 bill and rip it up and burn it and turn it into a $10 bill. So that's pretty much it for marten versus weasel. The weasel sets I put out wherever I see a weasel track. Usually around my baits, there'll be some weasels in the area. I'll put one or two of them out around there. I don't really target weasels that much. And marten, I could be the world's best marten trapper and trap 1,000 sets here. I'll never catch a single marten because we just don't have any. So that's why I don't have a ton of these boxes or anything. I have caught the odd marten when I was trapping in the forest, but most of the time I trap in the prairies, so no marten down here. But that's pretty much it for marten and wolverine. Some of the other guys, weasels. Some of the other guys probably have better videos on here about marten trapping. I'm not that good at marten trapping. So anyway, hope that helps.